And welcome to ANB Bronze 9 Part 6. During the day I've used all of the 3-hour books and quite a few of the 1-hour books. That has allowed me to get Immolate and Frost Nova up to level 10, Fireball and Arcane Bolts from 7 to 8. I'm letting Time Warp and Blizzard move on their way to level 8 now, and I'll get a load of books to speed these along. So the initial target was let's get Synergy 150. We're going to get an extra 1% attack speed. Now whether that's going to push me to 6 hits per second or not, I don't know, but we'll find out shortly enough. Just in case you're wondering, that's the experience gained base value with no booster on it. It's a 1253 for this character. I've spent the last 2 days farming Troll 105. I'm going to do half an hour more for now, because we have the target of champion level 2000. I won't do that within half an hour, but it will get us closer. I'm thinking today I'm going to do half an hour EXP farm, then I'm going to go and throw in another half hour at Darkhold Citadel doing some gold farming, and I'll show some additions to the gold farming gear when we come to that part of the video. So I guess what we'll do, so with this booster my experience is now 3758, which is nice. Let's do a warm-up run together. And as always it's going to end up being a slow run, because whenever I video myself doing Troll 105 or pretty much any troll, it's always a slow run. Doesn't help that I don't really gather things up in the most efficient manner, but let's just run around a bit. Ooh. Might as well collect the rest at the bottom of the map. Hopefully there's enough of them down here. Elites, yippee. Yeah. Looks like I put myself in a suicide spot, but it's all we needed. I need to back out of there. Kara's gonna die because of Slayer. And 118. But it's faster than the others that I've recorded so far. So that's what I'll be doing for the next 28 minutes and 35 seconds. We'll meet back up once that clock's run down and we'll do a bit more gold farming. Welcome back. Not quite run down that full half hour just yet, but I thought let's take a look at Troll 110 together. I've not run it yet. At least we can go grab a Celestial Orb. Let's see how this behaves with experience farming gear. I shall probably have to be a bit more careful with this. And of course it's a desert map, which are horrible for having loads of mobs hidden down side channels and having to hunt them out. So I will finish these off as I go along. Certainly there's no problem with killing things so far. That's a nice big group. Let's see if we have enough. So our Talisman of Power's up, and it looks like Kara's going down quite easily as well. Given that my recorded runs of 105 were similar times, possibly I might farm there. What do we get book-wise? I've got a 3-hour book, but that's not going to be guaranteed until 120. But it was worth having a little look together. We've got a Celestial Transform. I do know what I'm sticking that on, but more of that later. You'll think I'm insane, and yes I am. So I'm going to go back to 105 and carry on these last 7 minutes, and then we'll meet back up for some gold farming. And welcome back. So at the end of the 30-minute booster, I'm up to champion level 1988. Very much in the realms of 1 champion level per run now. It's about 260 million EXP I get per run, and I'm at the point 253 million EXP per level, and that's only rising all the time. So within 3 or 4 more trials, or 3 or 4 more levels I should say, then it's going to be less than 1 level per run, but we'll definitely make it to 2000 by popping another booster later. But just to break things up a bit, it's back to gold farming. A few changes since last time. I've had a lot of running Troll 105, a lot of 77s drop. I haven't kept them all, some have been salvaged. I can't remember which 77s we had last time. I know this one had been crafted. I've got a 77 belt with extra gold, 77 gloves with extra gold. I've had a 76 helm drop with extra gold. Most of the stuff is probably the same as what we had before, although some of these higher 74s might be different. So the base figures 4.7 hits per second, pretty meaningless since we're just running through and shattering. Ability rate, again, it doesn't really matter, we're only using 2 skills, Nova and Immolate, if things are going correctly. So our base extra gold is 1210%, so with the booster added it should be 3630 or thereabouts, depends on rounding. I can't do maths clearly. 3829, so I was 200 out. That is terrible performance, so let's restart the video before we do anything. And performance seems to be much better. I deleted a load of files, reset the app, and things seem to have calmed down. I mentioned yesterday I haven't turned in the main quest for Alarion, which means that when I go to story, it's going to automatically put me right on the map we want, Darkhold Citadel. What's our starting gold? 14,489, so 11,000 short of 14.5. Let's see how much we get. And now I'm thinking, did I do the skills before? So I've gone for a second shatter, just in case things go horribly wrong. And it's run down. Nova on that group. As soon as we can see all of them, blow them up. Collect gold. Forget how much you get for all of this. That's probably more than enough time wasted. That's 183 roughly off that one run for 22 seconds, so I was probably in there a bit too long. Also, I forgot to mention I've used up all the books, so on skills front everything is up to at least level 8. I'm putting endurance and glass cannon to 10 next. So I shall run down this remaining time in Darkhold Citadel. We'll see how many books we get this time and what our gold finishes up at. So see you again in a bit over half an hour. Just a little tip, this one's crucial for warrior and bounty hunter. Unequip your companions when you're gold farming. Normally it isn't a problem for mage because Shatter takes care of everything, or so I thought. Your companions should be keeping up with you, but they do like to run off and take aggro on other monsters on the map. If you've got a warrior or a bounty hunter, that can be a big problem when you get to the end and your companions somewhere else fighting something. And I've had a few runs now where Robin hasn't followed me to the end but decided to have a fight the other side of the map, and Shatter hasn't picked it up, so I've then had to go hunting for a group to Shatter and come back to the end. So that's something that can help speed your runs up as well. I normally have all the companions running with me, but since Robin is being a pain twice now, I am removing her and everyone else from the line up until the gold farm's complete. So I shall see you again soon. Let's try some runs without, or with blink I should say, since I've not been doing those. One across there, one down there, which gets us to the end a bit quicker. So it saves a few seconds, which over the course of a full booster is really going to give you maybe 2 or 3 extra runs. And that's one of the problems, stopping and auto attacking instead of running on. It needs a very quick mouse click after you blink to grab hold of the character again. So it's definitely not recommended for mobile, since you can't guarantee where your blink location's exiting at. And done it again. The other thing is it helps to hold and drag when you're moving through all those mobs. So left click and hold to move the character with the mouse, or hold your finger down on the mobile device to move. Let's see if we can get this one. Oh, I've run past it, probably for the best. Anyway, this will be the last run with blink, or for the video, but that's how to run it with blink. Much easier on PC, but again it needs fast click after the blink in order to gain control of the character. Okay, so I'll see you again in about 10 minutes, which should be how long that takes to use. And welcome back. There was one other pitfall that I forgot to mention with using blink. I mentioned that once you've cast it, you need to quickly click your left mouse button to regain control of the character. If you do that too quickly, it cancels the blink altogether and puts it on the global cooldown for 1 second, and then you have to run anyway, which is just part of the game problem. I find that happens on mobile as well. If you cast an ability and then clicked or tapped to move too quickly, it just cancels the cast of the skill. So that's probably a problem with the game. So in the end, 27,994,594. There is another half an hour gold farm to come, although I won't bother recording that. Ideally I want to do at least another hour of experience farming. Again, I won't record more runs of Trial 105, I've seen enough of those. Definitely half an hour at 105. I want to take a look at 120. That will be recorded next time out, and potentially farm there for 3-hour books of learning, since they're guaranteed. As well, from that gold farm run, 5.5 hours of 10-minute books, 26 hours of 1-hour books, and 27 hours of 3-hour books. So again, that's quite nice for what we get as drops from there. So I'm going to plonk those in the stash for now. Those mean that by the time I come to play next time, 24 hours off here and another 50 odd hours sat in the stash. These will get up to 10 next time I play this character. What have we got? 5 hours left still, and 2. So that's going to be Monday if I have got my days right. It's definitely Friday today. I said it was Friday yesterday, and then I went to upload yesterday's video and it told me it was Thursday. It's lockdown. All the days blur into each other. So that will conclude today's episode. Any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to put them down below and I'll answer you there as always, and thank you very much for watching.